It's such a wonderful morning and an awesome day. I am Augustus from Samuel Library. In this tutorial, we are going to solve the raw number system questions that dropped in WASSCE June 2013 and November 2013. Our objective question 2 in June. Multiply 6.4 times 10 raised to the power 8 by 3.1 times 10 raised to the power negative 5 and leave your answer in standard form. Objective question 3 in June. Simplify 6 whole number 3 over 4 divided by into brackets 21 whole number 1 over 3 times 2 whole number 1 over 4 minus 21. Bracket close. Objective question 42. In November, write 2.32472. Correct 3 decimal places. Theory question 1a, which also came in June. Simplify 3 over 4 minus 7 over 8 plus 1 over 2, all divided by 3 over 4 of into bracket 7 over 8 minus 1 over 2, bracket close. Now let's go to the board and have our solutions done. Our solution for objective question 2, which came in June. It is saying that we should multiply 6.4 times 10 raised to the power 8 by 3.1 times 10 raised to the power negative 5 and make sure that we also leave our answer in a standard form. For standard forms, a number expressed in standard form is generally written as a times 10 raised to the power n, where the value of a is within the interval a less than 10. So 1 inclusive, and the value of a should be less than 10. So it shouldn't be where you have something like 10 points, something. No, that one wouldn't be a standard form. We are just to get only one number. And the values of n will be integers. So let's start solving. First of all, we get rid of the by with a multiplication operator. So 6.4 times 10 raised to the power 8 multiplied by 3.1 times 10 raised to the power negative 5. We can rewrite the 6.4 as 64 times 10 raised to the power. Here, since the decimal point is here, I move one time to ensure that the 4 comes to this side and join the 6. So 1 means to the right it's negative 1. Then times this 10 raised to the power 8 times 3.1. You start at the decimal point and you move once to the right. So since I moved once, it will be 31 times 10 raised to the power negative 1 times 10 raised to the power negative 5. The next thing we do is to multiply the whole numbers and also multiply the powers of tens. So 64 times 31 is going to give us 1984 multiplied by 10 raised to the power. We are multiplying 10 raised to the power negative 1 by 10 raised to the power 8 by 10 raised to the power negative 1 by 10 raised to the power negative 5. Since all of them have the same basis, what we are going to do is to add the exponents. So negative 1 plus 8 is going to give us 7. 7 plus negative 1 is going to give us 6. 6 minus 5 is going to give us 1. So this is what we are going to have. The next thing, we can't leave our answer in this form. We have to express it in this form. So we have to also rewrite the 1984 as powers of 10. So we get 1.984. We stood here and moved 1, 2, 3 so that the decimal point will come here. So 1.984. I moved 3 times to the left. So if you move to the left, it will be positive. Times 10 raised to the power 1. So when we look at this, we are going to get 1.984 times 10. Since the bases are equal, we add the exponents. 3 plus 1 is going to give you 4. So this will be our answer for multiplying 6.4 times 10 raised to the power 8 by 3.1 times 10 raised to the power negative 5. Our solution for objective question 3, which also came in June. It says that we should simplify 6 whole number 3 over 4 divided by into bracket 21 whole number 1 over 3 times 2 whole number 1 over 4 minus 21. Our first step when we have a question like this is to convert the mixed fractions to improper fraction. So 6 times 4 is going to give us 24. 24 plus 3, 27. So 27 over 4 divided by 21 times 3 is going to give us 63. 63 plus 1, we are going to get 64 over 3 times 2 times 4 is 8 plus 8 plus 1, we are going to get 9 over 4 minus 21. Oh, in our next step, we want to do cancellation inside the bracket. So 3 goes into 8 of 1, 3 divides 9, 4 goes into 8 of 1s, 4 divides 64, 16. At the end, we are going to get 27 over 4 divided by 16 times 3 is 48. So 48 minus 21. And when we subtract 21 from 48, we are going to get 27. Which means we can rewrite this as 27 over 4 times, then we reciprocate the 27 over 1 to 1 over 27. And this 27 will cancel this 27. And we'll be left with 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4. Our objective question 42, which came in November, says that we should correct 2.32472 to 3 decimal places. 3 decimal places. In a question like this, you have to identify the various decimal places we have. This 3 is the first decimal place, the 2 second, the 4 is the third, and so forth. So the question is saying we should convert this one to 3 decimal places. So we look at the number at the third decimal place, which is 4. Then we consider the number next to it. If it is equal or more than 5, we add 1 to the 4. But if it is less than 5, we discard the number and maintain our value there. So, our 2.32472 will be equal to 2.32. Since this is greater than 5, we will add 1 to the 4 and we get 5. So 3 decimal places. That will be our answer. Our June question, theory question 1a. We are to simplify this expression. So we can rewrite it as 3 over 4 minus 7 over 8 plus 1 over 2, all in one bracket, divided by a square bracket 3 over 4 of 7 over 8 minus 1 over 2. Our next steps, we find the least common denominator between these three terms, and it's 8. 4 goes into 8 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 8 goes into 8 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. Plus 2 goes into 8 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Divided by 3 over 4, the off can be changed to multiplication. Then we come to this place. The least common denominator between these two terms is 8. 8 goes into 8 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. Minus 2 goes into 8 is 4. 4 times 1 is the same 4. So when we simplify this, we are going to get 3 over 8 divided by 3 over 4. This one is inside the brackets. 7 minus 4, we are going to get times 3 over 8. This is our equal sign. So since this is divided, we will change it to multiplication. And as we do that, we also reverse the content of the bracket. So our 3 over 4 will be 4 over 3 times, and our 8 over 3, our 3 over 8 will be 8 over 3. So there are 7 things to cancel. 8 can cancel 8, 3 can cancel 3, and we will be left with 4 over 3. And when you want to change this one to mixed fraction, we will get one whole number, 1 over 3. And this will be our solution to the question 1a, the theory question 1a.